this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Not the best. Morning.
Look who's here again.
Who?
Us.
Who? Oh, yeah.
We are. Hi, everyone. Hi.
Yes.
Dan. Yeah.
I'll start.
Yeah.
For the rest of the media, because I guess we're part of the media.
The media.
The Joker is faking.
Yeah.
Could one of you assholes be brave enough to go, the Joker is faking?
They throw
the
it out there like it's an
Joker
aside.
is still trying to play the Joker.
Yeah.
That's how much of an asshole this Colorado douchebag is. He's faking. Stop trying to read into it like, oh, look how crazy he is. Is he on drugs?
No.
Oh, my God, we found out he's not on drugs.
No.
So this must be really crazy behavior. No, he's still playing the role of the Joker. And he thinks that's how the Joker would be in a courtroom.
He looked like somebody
Holy fuck.
trying to act like they're
Of course.
crazy. He didn't look like a real crazy person looks when you see an honest-to-goodness crazy person in court.
Right.
No, he looked like a guy trying to say, let me look crazy.
You could see he was trying. You could see it.
Yeah, it was obvious.
Do you have to be crazy like myself to know crazy? Because it's so obvious to me.
It's like, how about you don't call him the Joker?
It's so irritating.
We're making...
really?
It's like...
All that shit isn't going to work. I love the people well, locally, they're not going to show his mugshot in Aurora. Well, guess what? Everyone in Aurora saw his mugshot. We live in a very different world, you know?
And using the word the Joker for him is as a goof on the media.
Oh, of course I'm goofing by saying the Joker.
Yeah.
You hear how I'm saying it?
It's not like this guy. And another thing that I brought up is why the fuck didn't they just shave his fucking head?
I agree.
The second he got into fucking jail. So that's our policy here in this jail. We're shaving your fucking head so he doesn't end up in court with the dumb red fucking hair.
He looks like an asshole, though. He really looks ridiculous with orange hair.
Eastside Dave?
Of course he does.
He looks like an asshole.
I actually like that he still has the
Dave.
dumb red hair.
Really?
Yeah, you shave him down, he doesn't look as ridiculous. Let him look stupid.
It does look stupid.
I feel bad for the public defender. You know she doesn't want this case.
She wants no part of
She
this
doesn't want any part of it. Someone said, guess what? Guess what you got today?
Oh.
So don't fucking hit her.
Why couldn't I get the
Hit her
fucking
hard.
the broad that wrote the bad checks and couldn't afford a lawyer?
Of course. She's like, oh, fuck, seriously? I don't think there's many lawyers that actually want to defend this fucking loser.
Well, he should get a vigorous defense with a public defender.
Right.
Oh, boy.
They said, no, that's not going to be his lawyer. His lawyer, they said, is going to be the guy who's actually the best public defender.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you have to. Because this way, because he's going to lose. You can't, most you could do is save his life. You can't do anything. So if you don't give him a good defense, you don't want him to have anything on appeal.
That's the lovely country we live in.
Yeah.
I guess we have no choice in that matter, unfortunately, but I personally would love to see him just shot in the back of the fucking head and thrown in a dumpster.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Period. And I am not arguing that with anybody.
Yeah,
I don't
it would
give
be
a
nice.
fuck.
Yeah.
But the crazy eye, that's all fake. But no one in the media will be brave enough to say that.
Say, oh, he looked out of it. He looked confused,
Right.
maybe drugged.
Yeah, what were some of the
how about
words?
it looked like he was completely still playing this dumb fuck part and faking it.
In his stupid head.
He's the Joker.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, look at he's mysterious.
What are some of the words? Disoriented. Completely out of it. Bizarre.
He's acting.
Looked scared and bizarre.
Oh, I just hope someone just beats the fuck out of him. Just a sound prison thrashing.
Literally, that's what I want to see as a guy. I want to see he has not had 1 ounce of penalty.
No.
One fist. Fucking careening off his fucking upper lip and shattering teeth.
Smashing his face into the concrete. Bam!
Look dazed and sleepy. Bizarre. Comes up.
That's how I come into the show every day.
Yeah.
Dazed and sleepy.
Freaky. They're calling him freaky. Again, they're loving the word bizarre. Looked crazy. No, he's acting. He's so acting. Yeah. He's still playing the part. Like,
look at me.
Oh, I don't know.
What am I going to do next? Look out.
Right.
I'm a wild man. Yeesh.
Nah. And, he's getting 3 meals a day. He's getting his sleep. He's
protected.
He's
got
good.
a bulletproof vest on right there.
And I saw his dumb apartment building. I bet you he's living just as well.
Yeah.
Not that much different.
Fuck this guy.
So enraging. So enraging.
Oh, yeah, I really hope he just fucking...
Pursuant to CRS 18-1-1001, we are to enter a mandatory protection order. Any violation of the protection order can constitute a new criminal offense and or contempt of court.
On a new criminal offense.
It is the order of the court. You shall not harass,
to mass murder,
molest, intimidate, retaliate against, or tamper with any witness to or victim of the acts you are charged with committing. Shall vacate the home of the victim, stay away from the home of the victims, and stay away from any other location the victims are likely to be
I hope he doesn't have the opportunity to go to any of the victims' homes. Why? I like these fucking legal things they have to do.
The legalese.
They put a restraining order against him.
From contacting them, too.
From contacting the victim. I guess you can do that from prison.
Sure, writing them letters or emails,
These motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Look
at closing his eyes
but what are the fucking consequences? Like, this guy is accused of mass murder. He did it. I mean, there's no fucking doubt.
He looks scared, though. Like, he looks like he doesn't look crazy.
No, he looks like, what'd I do?
He looks like he knows he's fucked.
He's going to spend the rest of his life in prison, if not the death penalty.
But I think he's still trying to, play it up still. Look at that. I mean, come on. Look at that dumb face stuff.
How punchable is that face? It's fucking...
How punchable?
In 15 years, when all the appeals are going through, they'll interview him in prison. He'll have his gray hair brushed back, and he'll be in a little prison thing, and they'll talk about what a model prisoner he's been, and he'll talk about Jesus and how I don't even remember being that person, and everybody will be like, oh, he's a great guy now, and it's how this shit works.
And then some of the victims' families will actually forgive him.
I forgive him, and we've actually spoken in prison. Because this dumb motherfucker, fucking religious person got us together.
I reached out to his mom.
Yeah.
We had tea. I don't know how you do any of that stuff.
I don't either.
I mean, if that's what you got to do, I'm not judging you. Okay.
Too much time goes past, and then everything gets desensitized, and which in a way is okay when the pure emotion is out of it, and you could look logically at a case like this. But then too much time goes by, and people, hey, you know what? A son of Sam, that motherfucker is just like in prison, enjoying his life in prison. He talks to people. He has great times every day. Most of his life has been spent in prison, and that's his life. And he has relationships. He talks to people. He enjoys his job in prison. And this is the motherfucker that terrified New York. This was a monster that terrified New York City. And now, enough time went by where it's like, that's David Berkowitz. What a great guy.
He enjoys his TV programs.
Of course.
He might even be watching Breaking Bad. I don't know.
He might be.
I don't know if they got the cable in prison. They might, though.
He ministers other prisoners, so he's literally enjoying his time in prison. He did not enjoy his time on the outside. He was an outcast.
He probably has a better life for himself because he did that.
And why? Why should he? Why isn't this motherfucker dead?
Well, where's all the convict justice? This is where this fucking fake
you bunch of fucking
chivalry
pussies.
in jail. Oh, you don't want to do that and go to jail. Really? This guy just fucking murdered people in their cars. Where's all this jail justice?
Well, I believe they protected him for many years.
You know what?
And then, like Ant said, enough time goes by, it fades away, and then raw nerve isn't around anymore.
They become model
citizens. Someone would do that.
Model citizens in their fucking private condo complex, what it amounts to.
Anyone else going to point out he went with the Cesar Romero Joker, by the way?
Yes, the red hair. Yeah,
I mean,
Cesar Romero.
Wasn't it Caesar?
It was, yeah.
I just came up with that. I didn't even fucking Google that.
That's the guy,
show.
Cesar Romero.
He went with the Cesar Romero joke.
From the Batman series.
Yes, he's the only one I think that had red hair. I think the rest of them went, oh no, he had green.
No,
he
had red and green. He would change it.
Okay, he did have red, but he also had green.
Yeah, he would change it.
Because Heath Ledger had green, right?
Yeah.
See, go to the...
So this asshole didn't even get his hair right?
It is green. There it's red.
Yeah, so he went back and forth. But I remember him as having the red hair for the Joker.
Yeah.
Cesar Romero. Look at that fucking idiot. He was a good Joker, though.
Cesar Romero was a good fucking
How many
Joker.
Jokers were in the original Batman? Was it just him?
Series? I think it was just him.
TV show is just him, I believe.
Was.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was a big part of the Batman TV show.
Is he dead or alive?
Oh, I would have to say, yeah.
And was Frank
I don't know,
Gorshin?
He
Frank
was the
Gorshin
Riddler.
was the Riddler.
He was
yeah.
the Riddler, of course.
Frank Gorshin was great. I just saw 12 Monkeys recently.
When did he die?
94.
Oh, a long time ago. Okay.
Wow.
Oh man. Yeah, I just saw 12 Monkeys, and Frank Gorshin's in that as like the lead psychiatrist in the hospital.
Yeah.
He's so fucking...
He was great in that movie.
He was a good actor, that motherfucker.
He's dead too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
He was a good comic, too.
Yeah, he was like funny. He was good at doing impressions, and he just was he was great in that movie.
Correctional officer, this stuff will drive you nuts. But these guys know way more than we do, obviously. Chris, give us some knowledge. Where do you work, first of all?
I'm not going to say. Somewhere in New York on it.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. All right, what do you got, buddy?
All right, the state just fucking coddles these guys. These guys, they're fucking heroes to the other convicts. There's no convict justice no more. These guys, they're coddled.
They get starstruck. These fucking convicts get starstruck of these people.
Well, I think you're generalizing a little too much. What about some kind of kid toucher? A high-profile kid toucher in prison. We've always heard that the other convicts, would love to get at those guys.
Yeah, but they're all PC'd up. No one's touching them.
No,
right. Yeah, no one's touching this guy anytime soon. I mean, no one.
No.
You'd have to have someone go rogue.
Yeah.
You have to have an officer or somebody go rogue. Huh?
Then his family would sue, and then the state would have to pay. It's all bullshit.
Right.
Oh, great. Fucking litigation is in the way of true fucking justice.
So we get to look at this asshole for years to come.
Right.
And I doubt they ever kill him, by the way.
Nah, I bet they don't.
We don't like killing people as a civilized society.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Except for Texas. Let's acknowledge Texas.
Gotta love Texas.
Let me say hi to Dennis. Dennis, what's up, buddy?
Hey, how are you?
All right.
Hey, I spent almost 5 years in upstate New York there. It was only a medium, we call it. They were the old psych centers when they got rid of all the, all the psychiatric patients. I don't know what they did with them. I guess that's what the homeless are. But anyways, they made that of prisons and stuff. But I had second-degree manslaughter. I spent almost 5 years up there from 92 to 97. And I'll tell you what, it was no fun. They can say what they want. I'll tell you, if I ever had to do life, I'd tell them, hell no, give me the death penalty. And that wasn't even a max.
Really? What happened to you?
Yeah, I don't know how people do. Every morning you're going to sink there's frickin' black hairs into the showers, the toilet. I mean, who wants to go there? I mean, I think.
Did you get ass fucked?
No, the only ones.
No one ever gets ass fucked.
The only ones who got that were the ones who wanted it.
Oh,
and somehow
nice.
they didn't think they were gay.
Sam?
In fact, we were in a four-man room. We had one guy who came in who would use Kool-Aid lipstick.
Fellas.
And we had a couple boys in our dorm that didn't like homos too much, and they said if you don't leave, you're going to get stuck. So
Hey, before we even entertain your call, what did you do?
Drink DWI manslaughter.
Oh, you were drunk driving and you killed someone? Jesus.
Well, the guy who got killed, he was drinking too. I mean, he had the same blood alcohol as me. He had coke in the system.
Wait. Was he in a separate car?
I'm sorry, what?
Was he in a separate car?
Yeah.
Oh. How did it happen?
That's how he justifies
Jesus.
it. His blood alcohol level was
guy's got to sleep. Guy's got to sleep.
As high as mine, so
how did it happen?
Something was going to happen to him that night.
And it was my car, his car, and a tractor trailer.
Oh, man.
And I survived. He didn't, I mean, I don't remember what happened. I fractured my skull. I fractured, dislocated my hip. I went to the impound area and saw his car, and you could see the indentation from the tractor trailer, but they said I caused it. I said, well, I couldn't afford to fight it, and I knew I was wrong at some level, if not all levels. So I took the plea and took it was a 2 1/3 to 7. At the time, you do 1/3 of your max, and I went to the pro board twice, and they hit me. They were the guys who rob people with knives and stuff like that out, but I couldn't get work release or nothing. They were tough on DWIs.
Well, you're pretty dangerous there, my friend. If you, wow, you were going to do that, Jesus.
Yeah, I haven't drank in 20 years, so I've been.
Oh. What do you do for a living now?
It's still pretty good.
Yeah, I'm an electrician.
All right.
Oh, yeah?
You found work. Good for you. All right.
I'm sorry, what's that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's one thing good about being in construction is they kind of, everybody in the business can pretty much relate. Most of them are all.
Yeah, they're all a bunch of fucking drunken degenerates anyway.
Yep. I remember when Kenny and I
Dennis,
went to visit a prison, and the guy showed us photos of a murder that had taken place in the jail of a guy who drunk drove and killed, I think, a 9-year-old. And
Yikes.
it was a guy who had driven drunk a lot. He had like 9 convictions.
Oh, boy.
And some other convict doing life plus took an ice pick or something and just fucking killed him in the yard.
Wow.
Because of
It was definitely because of that, or it wasn't another beef?
This guy, they knew who he was coming in. This guy, he just fucking stabbed his neck.
Wow.
He just gouged the guy's. I mean, this guy was never getting out anyway. He was like one of those triple or quadruple life guys.
Good.
Who just didn't want to see this guy around the yard.
Wow. He just annoyed him that he was
and took
walking.
care of him.
Let's go to another correctional officer. It's Chris on Long Island. Chris.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris.
I worked in numerous federal prisons around the country. And this dude is going to get, if he gets in population, pedophiles and people who hurt girls or women, he's going to get fucked up.
Yeah, but they'll never put him in population.
Yeah,
But even in this special housing unit, I saw a dude get murdered for being a snitch. And they disemboweled him. They put his fucking intestines all over the cell. You can Google it. The dude's name was Rudy Sablon.
That's all they seem to care about in jail, like, is snitches. Like, if you snitch, they kill you. Like, don't tell who's making wine in the toilet. But if you murder a kid, I agree. I've heard what you're saying, but it's like so many of them are still alive.
Yeah, but he's gonna end up in some federal penitentiary in the middle of the country where these dudes are doing life, and they're gonna ass rape him or they're gonna kill him.
I just don't understand. You're a mass murderer. How many people have died?
12.
We're still at 12, right?
I think so, yeah.
And then eventually he goes to prison, and then he's protected. Well, he should be a regular prisoner. Good luck to you.
Yeah.
We'll do our best to try to, keep everyone under control. But why does he get special treatment after murdering 12 people?
The lawsuits.
That's yeah. I guess it has to do with lawsuits. But he should be a regular prisoner. They do have, guards and correctional officers that will do their best to make sure everybody's safe, but, shit happens. Sorry. That's the life you chose when you decided to kick in that door and come back in the theater.
Yep.
It just amazes me we can't even do that shit in our society.
Yeah.
Now we take this guy and protect him.
Go above and beyond, too.
Huh?
If he's spitting on the COs, they may not be saying it, but he's getting his shit. They're spitting in his food. They're fucking with him back.
Yeah, wow, a little spit in the food. Ooh. Now, I understand what you're saying, Chris, and I'm not taking a shot at you, but it's just frustrating. I'd rather see, like Jimmy said, his teeth get knocked out because he's spitting on correctional officers.
He'll get PC'd, protective custody, and that'll be the end of him. And like you said, 5 years from now, they'll forget about him.
Of course they will.
Yeah, somebody has to get to this piece of garbage.
Thank you, buddy.
I really want to see that fucking jaw shattered.
Yeah.
Your teeth. I'm telling you, getting your teeth knocked out hurts.
Oh, that's gotta hurt, right?
Yeah, a fucking or
gum pain.
Gum pain.
We all can relate to gum pain.
But I'd love to see how
about
it reacts
extreme gum pain
to 2 fists just careening off his face, like 2 fucking really.
Right.
Even if they're just correction officers, because those guys are fucking brutal, man.
But we are just fucked up. Why is it the guy murders 12 and then we bring him, eventually goes to prison and he gets prison is prison. You should just be one of the other guys.
Yep.
You know, you hire people to hopefully keep everyone in line, but you know, good luck to you. We can't guarantee your safety. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know why we do this shit.
Well, then the family.
Because we're a civilized society, I guess. Yeah. Are we really? In the end, we like to think we are.
Yeah, we're not.
We're not, right?
Not even close.
We like to make believe, though.
Everyone likes to make believe.
We're better than the other countries.
So above everything.
Are we really?
So
really?
Above everything.
Think about us. Well, this leads to look at this fucking guy. It leads to. Well, go ahead,
so what the Joker do now?
Nah, just looking at this.
Very mysterious. Look out. What am I going to do next? Look out.
Coke Logic and others are saying thank you for saying Holmes is faking.
Yeah.
It's obvious to me. I don't know. I could be wrong, but this is all just bullshit. He's continuing his crap. You could absolutely see that he's scared, but through that, he's still trying to play the role of the Joker.
Yeah. Oh boy, Opie. If you don't think this is the greatest country in the world, then you can get out.
All right. I would ask that guy how many countries has he been to see if our country is the greatest. Because I hate people like that. Because we don't know if this is the greatest country in the world. World travelers would know. I went to Greece once and Turkey for a day. I don't know. I still don't know if this is the greatest country. That's an honest statement.
Yeah.
You can just make believe in your own head. That's great. But I have no idea if this is the greatest country. I haven't been around to enough places to know.
One of my greatest satisfactions is that Jonathan travels everywhere, and I'm slowly getting him to understand how many shitholes there are out there. Like I've turned him into an angry driver. He's a vicious driver now. He used to be the nicest guy, but he's miserable now.
Right.
And I'm starting to point out these countries. And I'm like, and I'm like, they're savages. And he's like, yeah. They are savage. They are. I love beating him down.
Oh shit! You're ruining him.
I really am ruining this wide-eyed world traveling fun guy. I'm a cancer.
Why would you do that to him? Let him be.
No, I love spoiling it.
A lot of prisoners or ex-prisoners calling in. I've been to prison. He's not going to have anything done to him. We pretty much know that, right? We all know that.
But are they saying because of the other convicts or because he'll be protected?
He's going to be protected.
Yeah.
He's not even going to be in general pop, as they say.
They have a unit in San Quentin, which we saw. We couldn't go into it, but that's where Sirhan is. That's where Scott Peterson is. That's where a whole bunch of them are. Manson.
They get special treatment.
Yep.
For having an over-the-top
high-profile case.
High-profile case. That's insane to me. It really is. Let's start there. Yeah. How about we just start there?
Well, how about the crazy Joker says he doesn't want to be in protective custody?
Right.
How about the crazy Joker just goes, no, I'm crazy. I want to interact with people.
Yes.
If he's such the Joker, you know what would happen? He'd get into general population, and he'd get his cronies.
Yeah.
That's where you get your cronies for the big breakout.
So
and then once you break out, you have your cronies. Now you have your team with you.
Right.
Your team of underlings. Cronies and henchmen.
And then Mayor Bloomberg's going to have to put the bat signal.
Right, the bat
New York
signal,
City.
and it's just a big thing because he's the Joker.
Well, there won't be a bat signal. It'll just be a guy in a stole. That's what fucking Bloomberg will send up.
Bloomberg's fucking... A big rainbow across the sky. That fruit. Oh,
I guess I got to leave America.
Yeah, huh?
I like America. I'm just saying. I don't know.
Yeah. Like it or lump it.
I don't like being just blind.
Love it or leave
blind to things.
Remember, that's what the construction workers used to say to the hippies.
Really?
America, love it or leave it. And then they'd wrap their heads in with a fucking crescent wrench.
I think America has a lot of problems.
Yeah. There's a people problem.
A people problem?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, there's a lot of people say there's a gun problem, a violence problem. It's a people problem. There's just crazy people that are coddled.
I was reading an article on China yesterday, and I'll tell you this much: I don't have to be to China to know we're a better country than China. I'll tell you that much. Yeah. Article, they have that whole you can only have one kid thing.
Yeah, they don't put up with shenanigans.
And they're trying to appeal that. They're trying to get rid of that. They're not having much luck. But this lady tells her story. She was 8 months pregnant, and she was just taken and brought to the hospital. And then they inject this drug and then she goes into early labor and delivers a dead kid.
Yeah.
That's how serious they are about the one-kid policy.
The forced abortion recently, right? That was a big story.
Yeah, it was in the paper yesterday.
And we do business with this country. And
that's insane, because I think if you do have more than one child, they do penalize you, right? They don't necessarily take your kid away, but I think they hit you with some heavy fines or something, right?
They got 1 billion. China's a weird place, though, because
they're over 1 billion.
There's so many. Like, we have... there's like 3 times as many of them or more than there's America.
How are they able to get that many people?
They've
been around a lot longer. Is that what it is?
Yeah, they've been around a long time.
Asians are soldiers. Like, they look at the good of the state. Like you ever look at Asians in this country? A lot of them spatially, they're happy standing a quarter-inch from you, like because they have less of a space obsession than Americans. Because they're used to, the ones who are from China, they're used to being crammed together.
Right.
A lot of those, like the Japanese and Chinese, they're more comfortable working for the greater good, as it were, than Americans are.
New Year's Eve in Times Square, they probably feel like they got plenty of room. This is very roomy.
Yeah.
Roomy. But that story I read yesterday was horrific. Yeah. And then the men, I'm trying to remember the exact details, but the men that injected her all, magically disappeared, and there she's left in the hospital. And, after a few hours of labor, she delivers a dead blue kid.
Wow.
That's unbelievable. That's their country. I know we're better than that, at least.
And, leaders go over there and do their little bowing and to talk business. And
the reason... this is interesting. The reason they want to get rid of the one-kid policy is because their country is aging, obviously, and they feel like they don't have
called Asian.
They're aging.
Oh,
and
aging.
They feel
they're aging.
They feel like
I would say it
in the coming years they're not going to have a lot of young people for that cheap labor shit.
Yeah.
So they're worried about that. They're like, this could hurt us. So maybe we should allow people to have more than one kid. And that's the only reason they're thinking about it.
It's like one of those games where you get the population, then build the houses and the factories and all that.
Right.
And then you realize it's like, oh, shit, I shut down production on people.
Yep.
Oh, man, I'm running out of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to prove something to everybody. Sam, just read the first paragraph, maybe the second, and you don't have to read the 2-page article. Go ahead.
Okay. Pan Chunyan was grabbed from her grocery store.
Fucking, it's spicy though. Yeah. When I get it, where I get it.
What are you proving, that Sam has a nice reading voice? Because I'll say it. He does. Read on, baby.
Was grabbed from her grocery store when she was almost 8 months pregnant with her 3rd child. Men working for a local official locked her up with 2 other women and 4 days later brought her to a hospital and forced her to put her thumbprint on a document saying she had agreed to an abortion. Oh. A nurse injected her with a drug. Quote, after I got the shot, all the thugs disappeared, Ms. Pan, 31, said in a telephone interview from her home in the southeastern province of Fujian. My family was with me again. I cried and hoped the baby would survive.
And then I guess we have to do one more sentence.
Third baby.
But after hours of labor, the baby was born dead, black and blue all over. There you go.
Caught right.
You don't even need the rest of the article, which is another page and a half.
Caught right.
There you go. This lady just got back from China. Donna, what's up?
Yeah, hi guys. First of all, I love you guys. And second of all,
get in line, Donna. Everyone does.
I love you guys.
Thank you.
We have enough love for everyone.
I just got back from a 2-week trip to China and Japan. So I just wanted to let you know that as far as the population control, if you are born of a parent, of one-child parents, you are allowed to have 2 children now. In other words, if one child marries another one-child family, you can have 2 children, because the bottom line is, if they keep doing this, they won't have enough people to take care of their elderly. So now you can actually have 2 children without being killed.
A lot of people asking if this is Jimmy's mom.
Were they, were they doing that to be awful, or was it like a legitimate population concern to have? Because that's a billion people. That's a lot of people, man.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of people there. But I'll tell you something. China is light years ahead of us. They are building buildings, thousands and thousands of buildings. in years, in 6 years, they built about 2,000 skyscrapers, and they are just way ahead of us.
You know why? Because it's not expensive.
Yeah.
Everything we do in America, or you'd see it right here in New York City, everything is so ridiculously expensive. They don't take on a lot of new projects.
Do you know a skyscraper there costs $1.75 to construct?
It's made out of like sticks and rolling paper.
I got $10 on me right now. I can get 5 skyscrapers.
Well, 4 taxes.
It's true, but their infrastructure is unbelievable.
What about their infrastructure? Oh, chipper.
Yeah, but
fucking Far East, baby. Double chopsticks.
But they are really light years ahead of us, and they are just growing and growing and growing, and they are going to take over this world. Trust me.
Yeah.
China is unbelievable.
Yep. Well, maybe we should start doing that cheap labor shit.
Yep.
Because we're not better than everyone else. No. Let's do it, man.
Well, if you come back to America and you see the bridges that are falling apart and the tunnels that are falling apart, and you see that they're building brand new highways, by the hour, it's just incredible.
I'll say this, though.
That drives me insane. Sorry, Jimmy.
Okay.
I've been living in and out of New York pretty much my entire life. I go do radio a couple of years here and there, but I always come back. To see our shit just rotting away in front of our eyes and we can't figure it out as a city, as a country, drives me nuts. They just patch it up just enough so we can continue driving over shitty roads.
And in the last 5 years, they built 16 tunnels and bridges over, let's say, like our Hudson River.
Right.
We should move there.
16, and we are still driving through the Holland Tunnel that's falling apart.
And we'll debate building another tunnel for another 10 years. When it's so obvious that New York City needs more tunnels, at least tunnels. It's unbelievable we can't figure this out. We're supposed to be this great country, this great city.
Well, the reason they can do that and we can't is because they...
Cheap labor.
Cheap labor. It's all for the state. Like, so everything you do, even the way you reproduce, is for the state. They live in tiny places, in most cases. Like, these fucking horrible little boxy apartments.
Right.
Like, their infrastructure is good because the workers have no say.
Right.
So they do stuff, like we could get more tunnels built if they said, okay, nobody's making more than $3 an hour, and we're working around the clock, with fuck noise, we're doing it, we would have the same thing. So they're light years ahead of us in that way, but the price they pay is they have no individual say in a lot of what they do.
I understand that part of the argument, obviously.
And if we ignored 9/10 of our nation and concentrated on just building up 1/10 of it, and left the other 9/10 impoverished, rural farm areas with people living in mud.
Is that what happens
houses.
over there?
Yeah, it's fucking amazing.
So I shouldn't be forced sweatshops anytime soon?
I'm sure you should.
But you know what? I mean, logically, and it goes with most things, somewhere in between would work for us.
Yeah.
Thank you, Donna, for the knowledge.
I love you guys.
Thanks, Donna.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
She loves us.
Yeah.
As
That
she
voice
should.
is right out of fucking Long Island or Jersey. Couldn't tell. Sound a little Jersey.
China's the dirtiest place in the world. Just got back 2 weeks ago. The beauty of the show. Donna is romanticizing China. Let's see what Ken has to say, and then we'll move on. Ken in Texas.
Hi.
Hey.
Wrong Ken.
I just got back doing business with them, and they're building stuff, but they don't use the same progress of our steel and stuff we put in it. They'll build stuff and it'll be falling apart, look like it's 20 years old, and it's only 2 years old.
See, not some quality shit.
Right.
I hear you.
I mean, their standards is unbelievable, trying to make them understand why it costs so much to build it here, because of our safety and our regulations and codes. They just don't have them.
Right.
Yeah, there's no safety codes or anything. They don't give a shit.
Where's the Taipan Tower? Is that China or is that Taiwan? Or Taipei Tower, Taipei. Tapai, I think.
I don't think that's China.
No, you might be Taiwan.
No, that's Taiwan.
Where's that?
Yeah, that tower's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, we were there. We saw like crawlers, like the big digging crawlers. They had two of them sitting on top of a building, and they were working it down, just demolishing it from the top down.
Wow. I would love to see that.
Yeah, there's no way in in hell you'd be able to get somebody in America to sit on top of that. I mean,
Fair enough. Fair enough, sir.
thank y'all.
All right.
Bye.
Yeah, we just we used to build shit. Ann said it over the years.
Yeah,
we used
we
to be
used to.
really good at building shit.
Yeah.
And I mean all sorts of shit. All sorts of cool projects.
Now what?
When was the last time you saw a cool project being built?
Yeah.
When our parents were growing up, they got to see a lot of cool shit being built right in front of their eyes.
Yeah.
Bridges and whatnot.
Big dams.
I guess now we got this Freedom Tower. It's the only, which I hate the name
It
of
took
that.
forever. That's my point.
It's the only thing.
Took
I mean, at the
knocking
very
down 2 of them.
Right.
To fucking build it.
But you know how embarrassing it is that the 10-year anniversary, they still didn't have a complete building? You know, we did our best with that whole celebration, but the fact is, at the very least, as a country and as a city, a great city, that thing should have been built for the 10-year anniversary.
I know, right?
10 years, please.
All that red tape.
But no, the reason why I don't want to hear the reasons.
I know people.
We're better than that.
Everyone will have
as
reasons.
a society, supposedly.
As a society.
I wonder about that, though. Are we?
Yeah.
But there you go. The Joker made his first court appearance.
Good
He is
for
such
him.
a hateable guy.
Yeah.
Like, what a hateable motherfucker, man.
Just fucking kill him already. Could someone just kill him?
That would be very satisfying for a lot of people.
I don't think anyone's really going to be upset. I don't think anyone's really going to mind. Maybe the mother, but she'll get over it.
Yeah, the mother, you know.
You know the Navy SEALs, those guys that took out Osama?
Yeah.
Can they do a little thing?
Do a little thing.
Can they do a little operation there?
Yeah.
Could they?
Get him while he's being transported or peeking out his window. One right between his eyes. Right between the eyes.
I saw him the other day.
I saw Ira, too.
He's almost ready to come back on the show.
He was by the bank of elevators saying, hello.
When do you come back on the show?
Never.
He is a funny dude.
He's hilarious.
But I asked him again because that's my thing. I love asking him because I love hearing the never. He goes,
Yeah.
I swear, he said this last week. He goes, how about today?
How about today?
And then I go, all right. He goes, well, maybe not. He went from how about today to maybe not.
He goes, never. How about today? And then maybe not.
He's up to me. How about today, though? That's good.
That is
He's
pretty
thinking
good.
about it.
I've heard it had something to do with not Jay Thomas being territorial, but with
there was a few things going on.
Yeah, there was something else going on that wasn't anybody here.
We treat Ira nice.
Yeah.
We really treat him nice.
He asked about Irene. He goes, you should have Irene back.
Oh, that's what he told me. He goes,
I'm like, she's no good without you.
yeah.
He goes, oh.
He's very logical.
Yeah.
And he knows every radio guy. You see who's coming down the hall.
Oh, does he?
And then he gives them he gives their whole resume.
Yeah.
He started at WOR doing traffic.
Didn't he hate Bobo?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he was doing that in the elevator.
E-Rock, it's been way too long. Do we have an Ira clip for the newer listeners?
Ira. Never.
He loves talking about the weather, but then we got other stuff out of him.
Because I was asking him about the weather, too. I was like, what's it look like today, Ira? It's going to be very hot and humid, but under clear blue skies.
I love talking like Ira.
He's hilarious.
It really is hard not to. It's hard not to talk like Ira.
Yes, it's just fun to do,
I
right?
just want him to announce everything in my life. Jim's gonna come now. How great would that be to be fucking with Ira narrating? Eat her ass.
Look at him there. He's stimulating the clitoris.
He's gonna make you come. Fucking Ira.
Yeah, we'll try to find an Ira clip for everybody.
Yeah.
Something short and nice. Why don't we take a break? When we get back, we got to talk about the iced tea thing.
Ice Cure.
And Minka
Cure.
Kelly.
And who?
Minka Kelly.
Oh, well.
What'd she do?
She has there's a sex tape of hers, an older one that's being shot.
Oh.
I would love to buy it.
Oh, she's the one that might have been 17 or 18 at the time.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's sexy, man.
She's pretty sexy. 32, I believe. God. Very sexy.
Who's the great secret keeper that held that for 15 years?
They probably didn't know what they had.
Whole time she's dating Jeter?
Yeah.
That's when it was worth money.
Rumors about the Jeter, by the way.
What are the rumors?
What are those rumors?
Are they law? I've never heard that. That one?
No way.
I ain't saying anything.
Well, is this the rumor? Oh.
I ain't saying anything. All right.
What's the rumor, Sam?
I don't know.
He's all man.
And we got to talk about what the Yankees did yesterday with Ichiro.
Ichiro.
He's good,
Ichiro.
right? From
He
Seattle?
used to be good.
Suzuki.
I don't know why the Yankees would pick him up. His numbers have dropped drastically.
That's why they'd pick him up. There's nothing. Let me tell you,
Yankees love doing that, right?
They love a slugger whose best years were 6 years ago.
You know, New York in general loves doing that. All their sports teams. Yep. We get Camby and fucking drunk driving guy. Holy shit! Why I can't remember his name. Look down, please help me out.
Billy Martin,
Kid.
Yeah, thank you, Jason Kidd, of course.
Thank you.
Way past their prime. New York teams love getting these guys past their prime.
past their prime.
Ichiro his numbers are down significantly from last year. Did they get him cheap at least?
Yeah.
Oh, they got him cheap.
On the cheap.
So they have nothing to lose, and they're thinking he might have a little, as they like to say, a little more gas in the tank.
Our resident baseball expert, gaysball expert.
Dr. Gay.
They got him for his shut up, Sam. They got him for his speed, not for his bat.
Yeah.
How long has he been playing?
How long's he been in? He's been in
years,
the majors for 11, but he played in Japan.
For a few.
Hey.
Yeah, that doesn't count really. No one's going to acknowledge his
Japan.
He's in the Japanese Hall of Fame.
That's good for him, but we don't even know.
Godzilla.
Name one guy in the Japanese Hall of Fame.
Ichiro Suzuki.
Hideki Arabu.
Arabu, you think?
Yeah. Well, if guys who've hung themselves after playing for the Yankees.
But I mean, he's one of the greatest hitters of all time. But
Is he?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. If you combine his hits in Japan with the hits that he has in the majors, he's a couple hundred away from Pete Rose.
In Japan, the
like
hand
400.
can be used like a knife.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's against Japanese pitchers.
Yeah, that's true. Well, he's got 20. He's got like 2,500 hits in the majors in 11 years.
Is that
incredible?
good?
That's incredible.
Wow.
He's got 10 years of over 200
Is he one of those
hits.
dumb slap hitters?
Yeah.
I fucking hate slap
Rod
hitters.
Carew.
Rod Carew is the most boring baseball player ever.
80 home runs in 18 years or something.
Yeah, good for him. Good for him. He had 10,000 singles and 4 doubles in his career.
In 11 years.
Huh?
99.
Yeah, this guy, was he a leadoff guy?
Yeah.
Wait, he has 99 homers in 11 years?
Yeah, he's not a home run hitter.
I love those guys. Like Rod Carew was my favorite for a long time, even though I was a Yankee fan, because I just love this little slap hit.
Oh.
He was just one of those guys who was always on base. Is he in the Hall of Fame, Rod Carew?
He has to be. I just hated how he played. It was boring.
He had that weird. Could you look up Rod Carew? He had a weird
he had loose wrists when he was batting.
Goosey wrist.
Yeah, and he would just slap it.
He just was one of those guys. Bat was always ready.
But I mean, that is pretty impressive to slap at a major league fastball. I don't know how you do that.
Yeah,
that's some reaction time.
Guys that go the other way like Jeter is a great go the other way hitter. Which is, if you're late on a fastball, you're gonna go the other way when you hit it. But Jeter does it on purpose. Like, he's a guy that will see a low outside pitcher and go the other way with it and fucking a righty hitting to right field.
But he's swinging hard. Carew never really.
Look at this video.
Let me see.
It's just fucking. How did we watch baseball back then?
No, I mean the tape is.
It's just terrible.
Guy's got a great. Is that Bill Boggs?
That's Nightline.
It's
Ted Koppel.
Ted Koppel.
Yes, it is Gregory.
TV provides a close look at Carew.
Carew.
In this decade, Rod Carew's success at hitting a baseball that sails, slides, sinks, or bends by at 80 miles an hour has been unparalleled. 5 times he has won his league's batting championship. A feat surpassed only by baseball immortals named Cobb, Wagner, Hornsby, Musial, and Williams. But in his 11 seasons with the Minnesota Twins, Carew has played far from big lights, big fanfares, and big dollars. Sometimes accorded lesser talents in larger cities.
Angels.
Despite the 5 batting titles and 10 All-Star nominations, he has never been voted most valuable player, and he's never played in a World Series that would allow him to display his considerable talents to a national audience. Nonetheless, in the peace and quiet of Minnesota, far from his birthplace in Panama or the noisy streets of New York City where he was raised, Rod Carew has become baseball's best batsman, and in 1977, he may be about to make his most lasting mark on the game by hitting 400.
I don't really try to do things that I'm not capable of doing. You know, I know my capabilities and how far I can go and what I can do with
That
it.
fucker was always getting this. No one hit fucking irritating singles. Yeah, I mean, oh, it's 0-2. Irritating. It's a fucking slap between the shortstop and third baseman. Bob sucker.
Everybody knows it.
Not only was it a single, it didn't even come to you. You had to go chase it somewhere because it just fucking knuckleballed its way into the outfield.
Dude,
You're like, fuck.
He just hit it where they weren't.
Right.
Like, it was a real skill.
Good for him.
If he hit it towards anybody, they could have barehanded it.
Yeah.
But he hit it where they weren't always.
Yeah.
Rod Carew. And you forget, I mean, unless you played in the World Series, no one saw you nationally, really.
That's really fucked
You'd
up.
get a highlight here and there maybe on
This Week in
Wide
Baseball.
World of Sports. I don't know. Whatever the fuck it
Allen.
was back then.
You couldn't watch games that weren't part of your city's fucking team.
And there was no interleague play. I do forget that you couldn't see a guy like Carew play. He went with the Angels, though, eventually, and that's, I think, where I kind of saw him.
We really do take for granted what is going on these days with the television and
you forget
media.
You've seen a lot of changes, huh?
The amazing amount of information that can pour into your fucking head.
I just said Rod Carew, and 30 seconds later, we were watching Rod.
From 1977.
I was Googling somebody yesterday, and I'm like, back 20 years ago, it's like, what's that?
Oh, trannies?
No, I don't need to Google them. I looked them up on my phone. Just go back over our past texts. But I was like Googling, and I'm like, what if I wanted to see what a girl looked like 20 years? Like, you have to go to the phone book, and there was no way to cross-reference. It was a fucking nightmare.
You're fucked up, yeah. Now it's just, you think of something, and you're like, I want to check that out. Boom, you check it out.
I hate people who hate technology. Like, I don't like with the new phones. What? You don't like information right there?
It was a lot simpler. I don't even have one of those phones. I have a jitterbug.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah, great.
My brother was showing me, I was out in Southold, way out east, where you get to see the stars. Because there's no city lights.
Right.
You see so many more stars when you go out east. And he has an app on his phone where he just puts it. Have you seen the star app yet?
Yep, you put it up at the sky and it fucking shows.
I'm late
you
to the
exactly
party
what you're
then,
looking
man.
at. Do it with an iPad. Too, and it's a lot bigger.
I am late to the party, but he showed me. I'm like, I was out of my mind. We were having a little illegal campfire
See the
in his
moon,
backyard,
where it is.
and
okay, the moon.
and I'm just putting up his iPhone, just checking out stars,
Where
and
the
it tells
planets
exactly
are.
what the stars
Did
are.
you
and everything.
GPS? Would you
It's
have to have
amazing.
location services on? Because it probably but uses GPS and
Yeah.
tells you exactly where you're fucking looking.
Knows
It's exact.
exactly where
It's
you're
not.
looking.
It's not guessing or sort of. This is like
It
you're
knows
looking at that
exactly
star,
where you're pointing it in the sky, and it just
and it moves with the phone.
Yeah.
It's fucked
pretty
up.
cool. Pretty cool indeed.
I liked it.
Yeah. It is amazing what the fuck is out there right now.
It really is. It's like, and we're all going to be dead before it gets good. So the less we lose the more we lose our individuality. This is the trade-off, and our personalities become. We're all moving towards bland. The crazy is coming down, and the mediocre is coming. We're all moving towards a bland and one even line of a species.
I completely agree with you.
That's what we're doing. But it's a sign of evolving in a weird
One
way.
Mylar suit style for everybody.
Dude, because the need, like I've always thought, like even being funny or being quirky, all these personality traits will eventually go away because they serve a need. It's like a dopamine release. Like if you make someone laugh, it's like this feeling, or it gives you this feeling to do it. We're all gonna get these feelings through whether it's medication or stuff, but we're not going to need this other stuff to make us feel
I don't like
good.
Jimmy's future. I don't like
But
it.
that's why
Make
I
him
think it's going to be
stop.
bland, because I think that we're all going to have our stuff. Evolution will remove the need to have any of that stuff because we'll be getting it artificially and faster.
I think it's going to be quite boring. But
Yeah.
then they won't even know any better. So
no, they'll talk about
it'll
the
just
old
be their
days.
life.
It's going to be like Wally.
It'll just be their life, yeah.
It will be boring, but you'll also know everything. We'll all be tied into the same fucking thoughts.
But if you know everything, but everyone else knows everything, who gives a fuck?
Then
Who
you know
gives a fuck
nothing.
in the end? How do you stand out as an individual?
You don't. The individuality is.
No, I understand
I think
that, and that's really scary. But like,
how do you get laid? That's all I want to know.
But even that
happens.
Even the idea of getting laid won't be necessary because fucking we're not going to be. We think we're going to have to reproduce the same way forever.
And I think everyone starts really looking more the same too.
Yeah, I agree.
You go fast forward a few hundred years. Oh my God.
Yeah.
With the advances they're making, I mean, the body type itself will be probably very similar in not much different.
Well, genetic engineering, however you say it,
right.
is going to be, they're going to weed out disease and sickness and all that stuff, but then we'll start moving forward as a planet. Like, you know what I mean?
Will
like
we?
Yeah, I think so. 1,000 years from now, Earth will be like one giant fucking...
In the year 2525, if man is still alive.
Ugh. Oh my God, that's right around the corner, isn't it?
No,
holy shit, when did that song...
years.
We'll all have one big hat we'll share.
What was the other song? Never mind.
In the year 35, all right. God, they just keep going on and on. In the year 55.
I was thinking 2025. Never mind.
Yeah.
I forgot about that song.
25 was like fucking Star Trek time.
Yeah.
I think, right? Yeah.
And hopefully boys won't need apnea masks that are Thank you, by the way. Somebody sent me apnea masks from this company.
Really?
To try and
How many do you now have in your house?
About 9 or 10.
God.
More than that if you count small and medium, because he sent me a couple. Dude, it's just fucking hard.
Yeah.
The only one that's really worked at all, and even that is very rare, is this hybrid I have, which goes over my mouth, and these two little things go up in my nose, so it's not covering my nose.
Whoa.
It's actually the more comfortable.
Yeah.
But I need such a high pressure that I wake up and it's going...
Like when you grab a balloon and pull the end of the rubber and it goes...
It's my life force.
I need farts.
Sucks, dude.
All right, why don't we...
let's eat.
Why don't we eat? This is what we're going to do. We got to talk about Mayor Bloomberg. Another thing that no one else in the media will point out, we will for you. I don't understand these people. What do they do with their time on TV?
Mayor.
He's threatening something. We'll wait for after the break, but he's threatening something that'll never happen. But no one will say that. And also, there was something else. The Ice Kid.
Ice Kid.
Oh, Penn State. And the shock of the people that go to Penn State when the ruling went down yesterday. There's a great picture of the paper that made me howl. But now, I do now feel bad for anyone that is at Penn State now because they had nothing to do with the controversy. Right. We could get into that as well. Stay there.
Sirius XM. It's the Opie and Anthony Show.